were there nights through relationship struggles or career struggles that you remember being really, really depressed or like, I don't know if you've ever gone through suicidal thoughts or had things that have cut that deep, but what have been the deepest cuts for you?
I don't think I would say I've been suicidal. I have been in relationships where they have, and I've like experienced people like that, but I've definitely gotten to such a low place where it's like crossed my mind, where I'm like, I feel so helpless and just empty and lonely, even in a group of people,
Right.
that I'm like, what am I doing? What am I? I've definitely had that conversation in my head and with myself. But I've been so low with just, being in the spotlight and not feeling happy with myself, not even a little bit.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't feel pretty. I don't feel like I'm meeting the needs of people, which is so dumb to think about. But I mean, it's natural to think about stuff like that. But I've been pretty low.
The alone feeling, is that something that like you really struggled with, no matter how much fame, record sales, it just that alone feeling was constant for you for a while?
For sure. I would go to award shows, like example, like a CMA Awards, or I'll go to like a huge event, and it was always the bigger events that would kind of like remind me of that feeling.
Right.
Because I would be around all these people. It's incredible. It's such a blessing to do that and just like look to your side and there's like Keith Urban and like all these amazing people that I've always looked up to. But then I'd go home that night and I would sometimes just like cry. That sounds so
No, I
intense.
get it. Like,
but I would just be like, why do I still feel so lonely? I feel so empty. And it like there's definitely been so many of those times.
do you feel like it's almost like you don't have anyone to call to talk about, like your best friend? Like you have friends, you have your mom, but like you don't have that person to be like, hey, I just went to this awesome show, or they're not there with you. Like,
yeah.
that can be, I feel like for me, that's kind of the things that I struggle with.
Yeah, and I definitely have a great support system. My family has been amazing, and I call my mom, sister, dad, like brother. I'll talk to them for hours about everything. But sometimes there is that, little space where you can't fill it, and you like or it's a person.
Right.
So I definitely feel that for sure.
Do you go to therapy? Have you, or what are some things that you do to kind of help your mental health?
I did go to therapy, stop for a little bit. I'm actually about to start up again. And for no apparent reason, I just have kind of gone in waves with it.
Right.
But recently it was something that I was like, talked to my team and was like, I think I need to go back again. I feel like
might be a good time to
it might
sign
be a
back
good
up.
time. Yeah. So, definitely therapy. I do some just like personal, just care stuff to try and calm everything down and, just try and like keep myself healthy.
Yeah. Well, how's therapy helped you in the past, and why was it something that you wanted to bring back into your life? Because for me, it took until 2020, and I had my first suicidal thoughts or depression when I was 14. It took me, I'm not good at math, like 13, 14 years to finally go get help, and I was patient zero. Why did you want to go back to therapy, and what did you like about it so much?
I just love the fact that it's somebody that is completely disconnected from your life that you can just talk to, get a whole entire, layout of this person has no idea who you are. They get to know you, but they don't know your family. They don't have a personal tie. So they are a complete outsider looking in. I loved that, outlook on it.
Yeah.
And they give you tools, they give you all these things that help a lot. And I stopped just because I thought I was okay.
Yep.
But they say, even if you're good, like just keep going. Like even if you don't come in with this sad or depressing or any story, even if it's a good day, you still go in. But I wanted to start back up again because, like I said, it's all like the waves thing. Like I think the relationship, all that stuff, it was kind of weighing on me. And I'm like, I need to build myself back up again because I can't do it by myself.
No, everyone thinks that at some point before they go to therapy or they reach out to a friend for help, they can handle it on their own, and you really can't.
No.
For me, I mentioned like drinking was a big unhealthy coping mechanism for me. Healthy coping mechanisms, like I love listening to music. I go to Orange Theory all the time. Like I love working out. Are there certain things for you? I'm sure music is a big part of. I know it's your job, but it has to be like therapy to you as well. But what are some of the healthy things you do to take care of your mental health?
Yeah, I definitely staying active helps a lot. I had sometimes I want to start back up again. These are just like actual current thoughts I've had, but like I love boxing because it kind of just releases kind of lets some anger out.
Can I cuss? It kind of gets that shit out.
Yeah, exactly. It really does. And it's good for your mental and just like muscle memory and all that stuff. It's good for a lot of things. I love going on walks. I think those are very freeing in a way. I have a dog, so I will take him on walks. And when I'm out on the road, me and my manager make sure we go for a walk. And I love walking, so I don't care how long it is.
Right.
But just like, staying active and making sure my space is, this sounds so weird because people hate cleaning, but I think it's a very therapeutic thing for me.
Can you come to my house? Because I do not feel the same.
I sometimes I'll get in a mode and just because that's your safe haven. Yeah. That's your place.
When it's clean, you feel better.
If it's clean, you feel better. So, and trust me, I am not the neatest person ever. Like my room needs a lot of help right now. But yeah, just little things like that. I don't have many. But yeah.